Inflation isn't something caused by Democratic or Republican policy as much as it is our, you could dig deep, but the issue around the price of oil and microchips, and as a result, still of COVID. I mean, but we're constantly getting hammered over the head that it's Biden's fault that things are expensive.
Well, there's a lot of causes for inflation, but in this case, I mean, we're talking about prices going up. And sometimes that is a factor of inflation. But ultimately, when we really dig into this, what we're seeing is corporations are using this moment to increase their prices and increase their profits. And they are raking in absolutely record profits. So, mostly what we're seeing here is corporate greed that's just getting passed down to us. I mean, I know it's shocking, corporations being greedy, wanting to get the biggest possible payout they can. But that's very much what is going on in a lot of these cases. And it's frustrating to see it blamed on anything else.
Yeah, I did not mention that as a cause. I'm going to add that to the list.
Corporate greed. Put it in there, right at
Yeah,
the
I
top.
mean, why wouldn't you charge as much as you possibly can get away with? Or you're saying that there should be some kind of ethical choice that even if the prices have gone up for us, we're not going to raise them on you like the dollar pizza guy.
Yeah, I mean, am I saying that capitalism should be just benevolent and ethical in some way? No, I don't expect that to be the case. But do I think that there are structures we can put in place that can actually protect consumers from things like this? Yes, that I do think can be dictated out. I think there are things that we can do, and there are there are checks that we can put in
Yeah.
place on these types of things. But I think most importantly, we should pay attention to it, because when we don't look at things that are root causes like corporate greed, we cede that point to let anyone say whatever they want about it, and they can use it as a political point. They can uh point to any particular thing and say, see, that's what's causing it, and you end up in this kind of like medieval place in terms of what knowledge is actually out there, because if we aren't honest about what's happening, then it's all just sort of like a speculative fantasy that can be used to fling at whoever you want.
That's the name of your new album, isn't it?
Speculative fantasy that you can be used to fling at whoever you want. Yes, actually, thank you so much for remembering. So excited to plug it. Oh my god, it is a gothic choir inspired punk metal album, and I'm really really psyched. It's just me and some feral cats that I found. Yeah.
Why I don't understand why did you get feral cats on this album?
They wouldn't leave me alone. I think it's probably because I smelled a fish, but I that was a whole other
Hold
story. And like it was easier to include them than it was to try and quiet them is what it came
okay.
down to.